Our Shawn Stiles has been cooking up a Labor Day feast on our backlot all afternoon.
Tonight he's ready to serve the main course for us. Shawn, what have you been up to out there and what do you have for us?
Well, Carla, you're the odd man out here because Marcella got some, Heather got some. You've been working your tail off out there along with myself and photographer, producer John Steinbach. We are making kind of an Asian Mediterranean American Labor Day feast. I went ahead and made a marinade with some something that most folks don't use, a fish sauce, a little bit of coconut milk, a lime, and then the ever popular sriracha. This stuff is hard to come by, so if you can't find it, you can go without. And then what it looks like, we also made a dressing that goes over these kebabs that are on some lettuce, and I went ahead and marinated those, and then I put them up on some skewers. I soaked the skewers for at least 2 hours, and they've been cooking on the grill. Let's go get those, and then we'll show you what this all looks like. Look at these bad boys here. We've got them coming off the grill right now, and they are nice and hot. And see, when I have them, the skewers soaked like that, I can, for the most part, not have to worry about them breaking or burning off in the grill, except for a couple here that got a little too hot and they're burnt off there. But those are your skewers, and so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna plate this up here. I've gone ahead and got those hearts of romaine lettuce, and what I did is I cut them, trimmed them up so they're nice and tidy here, soaked them in ice water, put them back in the refrigerator so they're nice and crisp. And what I'm gonna do with these is I'm just gonna take my skewers and I'm gonna lie them in there just like that because I like the way this presentation looks. I like something a little bit different. We'll make it fancier as we get to it here. And we put these in so when the folks come, your guests, they have a nice little something to look at there. So part of the presentation is what you see as well. So with this, then we're going to take our dressing here, and the sriracha dressing, you can add a little bit more after you've got the marinade because you kind of want to spice it up a little bit. So I'm going to drizzle that over the top of each of these kebabs, and the reason I put it over the meat is because I want it to be absorbed into the freshly cooked protein. Now we also did this with chicken, and I highly recommend that. To this, I take a little bit of scallions, not the white part and not the full green part, but the kind of light green area there, and I cut them on the bias. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but you see how they're cut on an angle? Kind of looks cooler, and I just like the way they fan out when you take them apart and put them in there. A little bit of cilantro, and some people don't like cilantro. I think it really adds a lot to this whole dish, and so if you can convince them to try it, I highly recommend it. And then if you're going to use these peanuts, make sure you don't get the salted ones, that you get ones that are pre-roasted, and then you go ahead and dice them up. And then to this, I toast some sweet coconut over this. And so you've got the crunchiness of the lettuce, you have the heat from the sriracha, and the sweet from the toasted coconut. So there are the kebabs. That's your main course. And on the side, check this out. We made our potato salad earlier using the tri-colored potatoes, purple, red, and white, the little baby ones. And instead of using mayonnaise, we used yogurt. So this is kind of a Mediterranean style potato salad. And then these are nasturtiums from our Grangetto's garden. Nasturtium flowers and leaves are edible. So all of these recipes are available on our website, cbs8.com. But wait, there's more. Dessert, peaches.
Oh.
Peaches are coming in the second half hour.
Okay, it looks delicious.
Just a feast. It looks perfect. And I wish people could see how much you love gardening in our little elevated garden box from Grangetto's.
Yeah, I'm impressed with the tomatoes and the bell peppers. And
so much stuff already.
Yeah, a lot of people taking some herbs too.
All right.
Very nice, Shawn. It looks light. You know, you don't want anything too heavy like the burger.
Not when I go back for thirds. But there you go. Thanks, Shawn.